For the last 30 years, I've been tracking the fates of wading birds in the Everglades, their population, nest success, and what's affecting them. One of the great puzzles of the Everglades is that it's an extremely nutrient-poor ecosystem, and yet it manages to attract thousands and in some cases hundreds of thousands of wading birds to nest there. One of the reasons is that wading birds are attracted to the fact that the Everglades dries down during the spring dry season, and that concentrates their prey into little pools and ponds. The relationship of birds to the alligators turns out to be another. And that's because the alligators are protectors of their nests. The alligators will eat anything that comes into the colony, and that includes a raccoon. Raccoons are big predators of wading bird nests. But if the alligators is there, the raccoons really don't even try, or if they do, they're eaten. We wanted to test whether or not wading birds were actually attracted to alligators. So we looked for places in the Everglades that we knew wading birds had not nested in the past 25 years. We then went to those places, and some of them we put up alligator decoys, and in other places we didn't put up anything. And in some places we put up bird decoys and alligator decoys. As it turns out, the combination of bird decoys and alligator decoys is enough to cause birds to come over there, look at it, and even settle down to nest. So now the question is, what does the alligator get out of it? Alligators hang out underneath wading bird nests, waiting for nestlings to fall out. We looked back to nest records that we had for the last 25 years. And we realized that if you simply count the number of chicks that disappeared from the nest, that's probably a pretty good proxy for how many are falling out of the nest. So we did that, and we came up with this estimate of many metric tons of wading birds falling out of nests every year in the Everglades. That turns out to be a lot of food. So this relationship between the wading birds and the alligators appears to be a mutualism, a relationship in which both of the species really benefit strongly by associating together. Those are relatively rare in the animal world, but there's an increasing appreciation for them. Knowing that wading birds are really strongly attracted to alligator presence can be a tool for us to reestablish or establish novel wading bird colonies elsewhere. For example, there's a new colony being created, an island being created in a national wildlife refuge in South Florida. We're planning on using alligator decoys to try and get the birds interested in that colony, and so we'll see how that goes.